whispers inside the room. Oh, the Plum Island Horror, where the whispers never end.
Hey everybody, it's Doug here. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to our continued playthrough of Plum Island Horror. Now, I know it's been just a hot minute, so little story before we get started. I went to my sister-in-law's graduation from the Air Force Academy. She is an airman now, which is amazing. She's a wonderful patriot, came from another country as an immigrant and worked her way through to citizenship and then became an airman. Really cool story. Anyway, I got to go to her graduation ceremony. It was really fantastic, but her entire unit was like sick, and they didn't want, of course, they wanted to tough it out because of they didn't want to get recycled and have to go back through all the basic stuff again. So they toughed it out. But we were all together with a lot of people, and they were sick. And of course, leave it to me to get whatever they got. I was probably the only one. Now my son did too. But anyway, I got a cold or something, so I've been down. Haven't really wanted to film. But it was a wonderful event. I highly recommend if you know somebody going into the service and you go to the graduation. It's very inspiring. You really feel the American spirit there. It's pretty amazing. Anyway, I enjoyed it. Now, so that's my little story. Now, to get on with this, I asked some people. It looks like some people. There's a good amount of people still watching this. Probably not after I had such a big gap. So I'm going to continue with this turn. We'll see where it goes from there. But we're going to continue on. And I don't think that I think people not watching are just, people watch to see if they can learn the game or what they can get from it, and then they move on. So I think that's more it, because it might be more of a funner game to play than watch. I'm not sure. It's been an enjoyable to play, that's for sure. So let's get right into it. I got our bag here. I don't know that I made any particular errors. If I did, I apologize. I have forgotten. And so we're going to get right to it and draw our first token out of the bag and get our turn started. And if you remember, just to give you a refresher, since it's been a little while, we're going to do this. We are actually going to deal with a hunger phase in this round. So I do need to spend those supplies. I almost forgot that. I'm glad I picked this up, because this is a night phase. There are 3 night phases in the 9 turns before we win or lose. This is the third, the second night phase we're going to experience. It's turn 6. So the first thing we have to do is spend 1 supply per faction. Now this is interesting because it's not going to be that easy. Let me show you why. So here are the mats for our 2 factions, okay? We have to spend a supply for each person that we have. That's 5. And a supply for each of the civilians that we have. And I don't know if it's their number, or I think it's just 2, not the value of the civilians. So we would actually need 7 supplies. We have 2, 4, 6. That means we're going to lose all of our supplies, and somebody here is going to have to take a wound. I'm finding out that wounds suck worse than I thought. I thought that perhaps we would be able to, if we just don't heal, if they don't take any more damage, they're okay. But there's these cards that come up that make them take damage. So it is a little rough. So I think I am going to give 1 to Miguel Spitz, our swimmer, because he's got 5 and he's undamaged. So not only are we going to lose all of our supplies to feed everybody, but he's going to have to take a damage. That's the way it goes. And it says that here on the card, if you want to know. 1 supply is not spent to feed the civilian units in the compound. Units not fed. If 1 supplies is not, it's only 1 supply? Let's just supplies per faction unit and 1 supply per civilian in the compound. So there's 2, yeah. Okay, then any other civilians units would be eliminated. So we fed the civilians though, and we took a hit. So that's the way we did it. Now over here, I think we have enough. We have 5 supplies exactly. So we're going to use all those supplies to feed our faction, and then we're good, and we get to move on to our draw phase and start drawing the activity phase, start getting going with that. But we have no supplies, which means we can't do ranged attacks except for the Islander Athletic Club, because we got their base out and their base ability. We got both bases out, I think, right? No, we don't. We don't have the base out for the Greenport Township, but we do have their. It's not called a base; it's called a compound. But the compound for the Islanders Athletic Club means that we have unlimited golf balls and tennis balls. So that's our ammo, right? So we can attack at will without spending supplies. We still have to use an action, though. And in this round, in this night phase, we're going to get 3 actions. Also, remember that baddies have a +1 movement, so we could end up doing some serious fighting here. Could be. Let's see what we got going on, though. We got, okay, the first one is going to be our fate draw, which means we're going to draw one of the fate cards and see what happens. Okay, so we're going to spawn on track 2. We're still only spawning 3 units. There were no units to spawn on track 2. But then, of course, we have the Fated Surge. I hate this one. So we're going to draw another fate card, see what that number is at the bottom, and that track is going to surge, meaning take 2 activations. Oh, it's going to be 6. This is the worst one. It always happens on 6. So track 6 is going to surge. And what does that mean? Well, let's go take a look. Now, there's only a small unit left on track 6. This isn't the worst thing that could happen. But they are going to surge into here and have to do a melee combat with our guy, our trash can guy, Ralph Norton, the sanitation department worker. He has 4 health left. He's fine. He actually has a combat of 3, so we could actually do some serious damage to this unit and take it down, which we're going to do right now because this is the only thing that's going to happen. If it survives, it'll activate again. They'll have another fight. But we're going to put the bowl down and we're going to roll 3 dice to see. Hopefully he gets some shields and takes no damage. The size of that stack is a 1, 2, 3. So the damage that they will do in a is that a building location? I need to double check the location. It is a building location. It's going to be 1. They're only going to do 1 damage to it at most. And if he gets a shield, he'll block it. He did not get a shield. In fact, that was terrible. That was the worst roll. Is there any way he can get a reroll? There is not. He's just going to take a damage and did nothing to them. That just sucks. So he's a 2. This half heart means nothing unless we can connect it to another heart. And then we get to do the added problem of adding a cube. We were out of the yellow cubes, so now we're adding red cubes to this bag for when we draw. And when we draw, if we draw a red cube, then our track for biohazard will move twice instead of once, and we'll start putting 4 units out. But they surge again and go right back into him again. We're starting to take some serious damage. I need to get them to the doctor or the doctor to them. Luckily, there's a helicopter there. It can be done. So we're going to roll and see what he gets. Now, that's way better. Okay, so not fantastic, but he does block that damage. He takes no damage, and he kills one of them. So that is good. That means there's only 2 left there. That is not terrible. However, it does mean because they activated surged twice, we are going to drop another cube into the bag. So that's not fantastic. But it marks the end of that fate action. So let's see what we get next. Hopefully not another fate draw. That would be bad. Let's see. Oh, we do. We get another fate draw. Of course. Let's see what we get here. I'll draw off the deck. Another surge. Are you kidding me? Okay, track 3 spawns. There's already a unit on track 3. Pretty big one, by the way. So we're going to add 3 more to it. There's now a stack of 6 there. And then we're going to surge, which means draw a fate number. We're going to see what track surges. Let's see what it is. 5. Okay, that's not great either. Okay, so they're going to activate twice. All right, that's track 5. That's right here. There are creatures on track 5. So we always start from the front. This stack has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in it. So their movement is going to be 2 areas. So guess what? Our Golf Pro is under pressure and being attacked. And then we have this unit up here of 3. They're going to move 3. 1, 2, 3. So they might get to him next turn. This might be a really bad turn for us. Now, he is not damaged, but he's probably about to be. Luckily, I think... No, he's not near the coach. Oh, that bites. Okay, well, he's only got 2... He's got 4 health. He's only got 2 combat strength, so he's only rolling 2 dice. Hopefully, he blocks the damage. Again, a unit of 3 in a 5 in a building. Let's see, unit of 5 in a building is... Ooh, it's right on the cusp. It's going to do 2 damage. We got to do something here. Let's hope he gets a shield. He does not, but he got a critical. And we're going to roll another die. Another critical. Oh, boom. 2 and a half heart, which does nothing. So we got 2 hits. Now, I think his ability is 4 ability only. Yeah, it doesn't matter. So we are going to do 2 damage to this unit and destroy 2 of these guys. However, guess what happens? We take 2 damage from that attack. Now they're only going to do 1 damage. They're weakened. But our guy, Phil Tiger King, has 4 health. He's taken 2 of it. That is not great. Again, this is a surge, right? So we're going to take another round of actions. But of course, man, I'm sorry I missed a couple days on this because look what's happening to us. We got another red cube to this bag. All right, well, we're going to go again. Luckily, there's only 3 of these fate tokens in the bag. So they're going to go again. This guy's going to go there. 1, 2, 3. Look at that. They're back to 2 points of damage, and they're going to fight us again. Hopefully, he survives this. If he takes 2 points of damage, he's done. He will be. Well, he's not done. Then he has to make a roll. He might be done. We'll see. Oh, look at that! He took no damage. Boom. Did no damage, but took no damage. I'll take that because there's lots of people around him that can fight. However, that still results in that going in the bag. So that was the next round. You could see that the game is ratcheting up on us. It's getting tougher. We got a lot of people with damage and only 1 doctor. There's 2 people that can do healing. We got to get them to where they can get healed. This right side of the track is getting rough for us. Okay, let's draw another token out. What do we get? Oh my gosh! Are you kidding me? And I bet you we're going to have another surge. Did I call it? Track 1 and a surge. 3 surges in a row. Track 1 has no enemies on it, so it's just going to get 3. That's not terrible. But let's see which track surges. 1 is going to surge. That's not the worst thing that could happen. Track 1 is the very first track right here. So it's going to go 1, 2, 3. And then I think we're going to have to roll to see or draw a fate card to see which way it goes. It's going 4. It's 4, by the way, so you can see that. So it's going to go 1, 2, 3. It ends up right there. That's okay. That is the best outcome we could have had. Well, at least all 3 of the fate tokens are out. So now it's going to be a lot of us activating. Yeah? Let's do it. Okay. It is going to be the Islander Athletics Club. Now, I can move right now. Which would be helpful. So we're going to move some people. The tennis pros have a ground movement, a foot movement of 3, but they're just going to move right here because they're going to attack that for free, or not for free, but with no ammo cost because we don't have any supplies. Now, again, this is called a adrenaline something action. We get to move first. Just to say what it's called, crisis adrenaline action. We all get to move only from this faction, not the other faction. We can move these guys. He's going to move here so he can support her. He might then do an attack on that. We definitely need to do some. I think he will move too. No, he was going to get these civilians off of there because we got 2. We have enough civilians. We don't have to worry about that. He's going to move to here. That's 2 for him. He can't now. If he gets to a beach, he can move all over the place. But we haven't been that lucky. And I think that's it. I think that he is really damaged. He might try to make his way to the doctor. He's got 3 out of 4 health. So do the tennis pros, though. That's not good. We got to get them healthed up. I got to get the doctor. There's a doctor over in the hospital. A helicopter can go get him and heal, but we've been evacuating people, so it's been worth doing. I don't think we need to evacuate them anymore. Okay, I don't think it changes anything at the end of the game once we've reached our 26, unless we go backwards for some reason. It might be worth having more, but the chart maxed out at 26, so I don't think we can go any higher. All right. We have kept any enemies from getting off the board. That's been helpful. All right, okay, we're done. I'm not going to move anymore. We're going to start taking our first 3 actions. Our first action is that the golf ladies here. Actually, I can move him too. I'm going to move him with the golf ladies as well. He's going to move out of that space. They will keep moving, but we have much better ability when we're attacking from range. So, like, for example, I'm not going to attack the first action with the golf ladies or the tennis pros. I'm going to attack. Well, they get exploding dice, though. They get the double hits when they do criticals. He, however, gets to add +1 combat die if he's within 1 range. I think we'll go with him first. Our first action is going to be him attacking. Remember that the movements were all from their adrenaline surge, allowing them to do some foot movement before we start taking our actions. So let's roll our dice to see. Oh, that was awful. Oh my gosh, that's action 1 down. Action 2, I think we're going to do it again. Okay, much better. And a critical, so we're going to roll another die. Oh, look at that. There we go. 3 hits. 1, 2, and 3. That is very good. These are range attacks, which means that we do not have a biohazard problem when we do that. That was action number 2. I could leave him alone at that point. Oh, wait. I have the coach there. I should be rolling an extra die. So for that first, the coach is right here. Sid, he's right here. His ability is Skilled Motivator. If the unit if this unit is adjacent to any of its faction units, they gain +1. They gain a reroll. So that one where I missed everything, I could have rerolled. I think that we're going to try and make that reroll, see if we get another point of damage or something on it. Okay, let's see. This will be the reroll. Nothing. So it didn't matter. But we also get, we didn't have to worry about a reroll in the second one. So we're okay there. That's 2 actions. Do I want to bother with a third action or to let them go? We have never had an overrun. I think we're safe to let them go at this point, because I don't want to use all my 3 actions just attacking that unit. I do want to get rid of this unit here, maybe even search that space. By the way, you can search even if there's monster critters there, but we need supplies. Searches are really good. So I think we're going to have Spitz is there. He can do a search. I mean, it depends. His administration skill's 3, so he's no better. The 2 people that are there are just as good. Actually, he's better. So we're going to search this space. It has the ability to do that, which is these cards here. And we're going to give it a cut and draw a card, see what we get. Hopefully something really good with supplies. RV Caravan Encounter. You made contact with an impressive, though motley-looking fleet of vans and RVs. Apparently this is some kind of organized group, though it's hard to determine how much help this moving traffic jam can actually provide. Place a number of supplies in the area equal to the unit's admin. That's 3, plus 1 random civilian unit. Okay, not a special civilian. Okay. If the Jiffy Jeff's auto service or kit car auto body civilian units are on the map, evacuated, increase the reward by 2. I need to look at that. That's really important. Really important. I just got to look at the ones that are not on the map and see if it's both of those. These are the ones that are dead or not on the map. Right here. I got a whole bunch that aren't on the map, but let's see. We got. I don't see either of those. Neither of those are in the group of the dead ones. So the only ones that we would have to look at are the ones that are not out yet. I've got them here. Let's see. Fatherson's Oil. No. Roof Repair, Walker family, Curtis family, financial aid. So they're okay. Yeah, looks like we're gonna have good luck here. They're the ones they're out there somewhere. They're either rescued or still on the board. Jiffy Jeff's Auto Service or Car Auto Body Parts. They're not in the dead, and they are not on the civilians that aren't out yet. So I'm gonna put not just 4 supplies there, or 3 supplies there rather, but 5. That is fantastic. So there's 2 and 1 more. Make 5 supplies there. Now we haven't collected them. They're just there. And then it says exhaust the area. So what that means, if you haven't been following along, is we're going to be taking an exhausted token and put it on that space. That means until we refresh, we can't search that space again. That'll be after all the activations, by the way. Okay, that was our 3 actions. Now we have 2 follow actions. 2 follow actions. What are we going to do? The first one has to be, the way I'm playing it, I think that's right. The first one has to be with the Green Ship Township. You're supposed to go to the other characters. And I think what we're going to do is we got to get this guy there. I think he's going to take a vehicle action, but I may need to, I don't remember if I need supplies for that or not. I'm going to have to look that up. If he drives his car there, do we need supplies like gasoline? He doesn't have any. So, can I even get there? I can get there. Okay, let's see. Movement. Activity phase. Okay, follow actions. I'm not worried about that. I want to know about movement. Okay. This is a well laid out book. I just not good at looking stuff up like this. Okay, let's see. Evacuation action, build action, repair action, crowd control, foot movement, vehicular movement. Some units also have vehicular movement. To use a vehicular movement, yeah, we have to discard supply, so he can't do that right now. I want to get the doctor to them. What I can do for my first follow action is I'm going to take the helicopter and I'm going to move it. This is the AirMed helicopter to the hospital where the other helipad is so I can get the doctor over there. Unfortunately, that's the whole action. And then we have to draw to see if we get an event. We do not get an event card, so we're okay there. And then our second follow action could be with either group at this point. I think what we're going to do is have Spitz. No. We should have a range attack on those guys. That's that unit that's in front of them. I want a range attack. So he will do... no, he doesn't have any supplies. Darn it. He's not one of the people that has golf balls, I don't think. He does not. That's the tennis pros and the golf pro have that. So he's right there. He would have to be a hand-to-hand attack with Spitz. Now, he's got a combat of 3. That wouldn't be so bad. He's only got 1 damage on him. We could kill that unit and not worry about it anymore. Or we can wait till it... I think we'll wait till it attacks us. What else can we do? Well, I can take the doctor back over there. The doctor's hurt too, but we can choose who fights over there. And there's only the one monster, and it'll be Spitz. So we're going to then take the helicopter back over there so that he can start healing people in that space. They all need health, including himself, but we'll worry about that later. So that is our second follow action, and no event cards. We're blessed there. Now we get to. Now we know it won't be a fake card. It could be the Doom one that gets an event, but we'll see. And it is. I'm calling it today, aren't I? All right, let's see what the event is going to be. The Hills Have Eyes. Spawn a murder of horrors. That's going to be 3 into the Pine Barrens. 5A. Oh, I just cleared this. Okay, well, it is what it is. So there's going to be 3 units right here. The Hills Have Eyes, you guys. The mutants come out. And they're way up over there. Okay, that's all that happens, though, right? Let me just double check that. Yes, that's all that happens. Okay, so they spawned on track 5. Then we're going to get it's going to be our beach club again. That's awesome. All right, well, do I want to move anybody? No, I don't. They're fine where they're at. Yeah. Still have... Okay, well, here's what we can do. That's not a great thing. Actually, I could take a move action with him. We're going to move him to just up to there. That's fine, because then he gets to get all the supplies. Now, unfortunately, that means we could do some bigger movement if we need to. We have now 5 supplies there. That's good. Okay, when you do a move action, you can pick up supplies that are in the space, whether you're landing there or leaving there. All right, these guys are here. Just make that right there. Okay, that was action 1. Action 2, I think we're going to take a free attack with the tennis. We'll use the tennis ladies because they can explode their criticals and do more damage when they're criticals. All criticals explode, but when they hit, they do more damage. So we'll use them. They're going to use their tennis balls on that big unit that's there. Boom, a critical, that's 2. So the tennis ladies, just to refresh you, have a vicious serve. When this unit issues a ranged combat attack only, which is what they're doing, any critical hit yields 2 damage and a reroll. So right now they're at 3. That's going to be enough to kill them. All 3 of these guys are gone. They are done. That is good. Okay, we still have one more action. One more action. 1, 2, 3. So if they move, they're not going to get to unless it's a surge, they're not going to get to our gang there. They can back up into the building. So I think what we'll do, I'm not sure. We could have the coach get supplies or search. Why don't we have him search? We're going to have the coach do a search action right here. See what he gets. Very valuable. Lost squatter. Oh, I was supposed to place a random civilian down. Let me do that. Here, there's supposed to be a random civilian placed, right? Is that right from the last event, the caravan? I think I did. Place number of supplies, equal area, and 1 random civilian. Yeah, so we pulled the Hanson family. They're going to go look for Harry. I can't remember what that movie's from, but they're there in that space with us and the horrors. That's the caravan. Okay, but we did pull this one. Scouts patrolling ahead of your unit have made contact with a small group of cryptozoologists led by the famous personality Jim Boo Boo K. He tells them that he has some really important photographs to show the world, though they do appear quite grainy and out of focus. Place Jim Boo Boo K, VIP civilian, in this area along with 2 supplies. Okay. Let's find Jim Boo Boo. That name's gonna haunt me now. Jim Boo Boo. I gotta find him. He's here somewhere amongst the civilians, the guys that we need to. Where is he? Come on now. Where's Jim Boo Boo? There he is. Okay, here's Jim Boo Boo right here. This is him right here. He's actually could fight. 4 or 5. If there's something special about him, we'll look it up. But anyway, he's here. We don't need to evacuate him. We may want to, but we don't need to. We get to put 2 supplies there as well. So he's there. That space right there just became very active. Of course. Oh wait, that's the wrong space. Sorry about that, y'all. That's not there. It's here that happens. And let's look and see what Jim Boo Boo does. Let's find him. He's got 2 numbers on it. This guy right there, Jim Boo Boo K. A somewhat famous ghost hunter on the show Paranormal Hijinks, but his real claim to fame is his second career as a professional squatcher, hunting Bigfoot during the off-season. Evacuating this unit is normally worth 2 evacuation points, but if the infected Sasquatch mutation unit is currently in the game or has been eliminated, this unit's worth 5. So we want to keep him alive. We may want to evacuate him if for some reason we lose some points. He's worth quite a bit. Not really valuable to us at this point. That was our, let me see, our first action, second action. That's our second action, right? What will our third action be? Third action with that group. They're all piled up here. It's kind of insane. I think Mark Spitz can attack. I think he's just going to attack that unit and get rid of it. There are 2 critters in that space, or I could move. You know what? I'm going to move him here. The reason I'm going to do that's going to be our action. He's just going to move back there because if they move to here, he can attack at range 2, then I can get them back in there, hopefully, and he can wipe that unit out that could come down there. That seems like the best move. Okay, now we're going to do our first follow action, and it's going to be with the Doctor. So the Doctor's ability, Dr. Doug House, great name, by the way. He has expert triage. When this unit uses its heal ability or provides its heal ability for another unit to use, 2 hits may be removed instead of 1. So we're going to do the heal ability. It's going to be the action of healing, and you can only normally do that in certain places, but he has the ability. So the heal special abilities. The heal action allows player to remove 1 hit from its wounded area. There are 3 situations in which it can be used. You can be in the emergency room, the medevac helicopter, the air med, which is actually there, but we want the Doctor to do it, and he's going to do it and give 2 points instead of 1. The only person he can really do this with is, well, he has a couple of people, but Johnny Deere, who has 3 health on him, now is reduced to, or 3 damage on him, now is reduced to 1 damage, less likely to die. That is our first follow action. I don't believe that requires a supply. We do have supplies, but I don't think it requires one. Just going to double check. Heal action, it does not require, does not require that. So he didn't need to spend any supplies to do that. That is fantastic. We are good to go. And he healed. That was our first follow action. Let's see if we get an event. We do not. That is fantastic. I could do that again and heal himself for 2. Might be worth doing. We're going to start moving around the board. I might move him to go heal the tennis pros. Because they have 3. Yeah, we're going to do that. He's going to go 1, 2. He's only got a foot movement of 1. That bites. Well, okay, we'll move him back here. He's safe now because he's got damage too, and he's only got 3 health. I'll move the tennis pros to him if I need to, but he backed up 1. That's our third action. Our second follow action, actually. So let's draw this. We still did not draw an event card or a second follow action. Now all we got is the purple faction to go. They're both going to be the Greenport Township. So we got a lot to do there. Let's see. I could move the Doctor into space and heal or he could heal himself. I think for his first action, he's going to heal himself. That just makes sense. Now he's got no damage on him. I feel much safer about that. We'll see. His second action will be to move to here. His third action, our third action for the purple faction will be to heal the tennis pros too as well. We got to make sure. I don't want them to die. They're too good. They're too good of a unit. So they're less likely to die now. Okay. That was all 3 actions, actually. Isn't that crazy? So we're going to go to our first follow action. I think our first follow action is going to be... oh, I could have moved some people around, right? It wouldn't have mattered. They have no supplies. They have no supplies. Okay, forgot what this thing does. What does this do? The Mermaid's Blessing. Oh, draw a new... I could redraw. The purple faction has the ability to redraw a fate card with the Mermaid's Blessing. I'm not worried about getting people out. I could start setting the fireman up to take... Yeah, let's do this. He's got a foot action. We said we'll move him 2 for our movement thing that we could have done. Because what I should have done is move him here and then move him to here. Where then he could use our third... No, that was all 3 actions. It's going to be a follow action, isn't it? It is. Okay, that's our first follow action. Wait, actually, no. Let's not do that. Follow action. I want to do something with the orange guys, right? Let's have... he doesn't have the ability to attack the way the other group does. He could survive a hit. He's fine. If I move him, though, he can take the supplies, and we'll have 2 supplies in the purple group. No, we won't. He'll take it. No, that's not good. Okay, I think we don't have to do a follow action. We cannot do it. I could have Mark Spitz kill that unit. I mean, we're already got in for a penny, in for a pound with the red. We're going to do that. He's got attack 3. He's going to attack the monsters in his space as a follow action. See what he does. He did 1 point of damage and took 1 point, unfortunately. I was hoping he'd block something. Oh, no, I'm not anywhere near the coach, so I don't have a reroll. He will take a damage. So he's at 2 out of his 5. That unit is down to 1. And now we got to draw I have to put a red cube into the bag. Lots happening, huh? All right, red cube goes in the bag. That's several red cubes. We're almost out of cubes. We're going to run out of cubes. All right, well, we only got 3 more turns, so we might be okay here. All right, that was our first follow action. Do we draw a fate? We do not draw an event card. Second follow action. I don't have to take one, but I don't see why I wouldn't. The air meds there. Our second follow action is going to be to heal Miguel Spitz 1. Why not? That means that damage he took is just nullified. But that does require a follow action, so we're going to not draw an event card. Then, of course, we're going to draw out of the bag again. We already know it's going to be the purple faction at once again. So here we go. There we are. And I think action number 1, we're going to move the doctor to here, and he'll pick up those supplies. That gives the purple faction 2 supplies. What else do we want to do there? I'm at a point where I just need to fend these guys off for 3 more turns. I don't want to get into unnecessary fights. Actually, our best fighter's here. He's going to take a vehicle action and burn one of those supplies. We'll have to get some more, but that gives him 4 movements. So he's going to go 1, 2, 3. Oop, what did I do? Oh, damage. And 4. He's going to go there. That is our second action. Our third action is he's going to use his special ranged attack ability. It will cost our other supplies, so we no longer have any supplies. He's got Fire Hose. The unit uses special ranged combat action, pays 1 supply, and draw a fate number 1, no effect. 2 to 5, push a number of horror tiles. Mutations count as 1 tile, equal to the fate number to adjacent area, and make them stunned. 6, push all the horrors back and make them stunned. They also take the damage. So we're going to use that ability. Or do they take the damage? It doesn't say they take the damage. It just says they get pushed back. I don't think they do. Do I want to just do the damage? He's got a combat action. We're just going to do the damage. I just want to kill him. I don't want to worry about it. They can come in and attack him. It's okay. He's going to do 4 dice on a ranged attack. So we spent the supply to attack. Boom. Let's see what we get. Look at that. In range attack, these count as hits. That's 4 hits. That's going to destroy it. It's only a unit of 3. It is wiped out. Because this 4 hits right here, and I had 2 more rolls to go. So they are gone. That's our third action. So our first follow action, what are we going to do? I think for our first follow action, I'm moving the tennis pros back into the school in case these units are pile up and come down here. That would be good. He's ready to take on this big unit that could come down, our fire guy. So our first follow action was to move. I may not take a second follow action because I don't want to draw an event card. We didn't have to. And I think I'm going to pass on the second follow action. I'm just going to wait. I could use the follow action to move. No, we're okay. We're fine. I'm not going to take the second follow action. I don't want to attack out of turn. I want to let them come to us because they may not move at all, and we don't have to worry about building up more biohazards. But we're still fine. But we're about to get to a point where we're drawing 4 units out of the bag or out of the cup into the tracks. So that's not great. All right, we have completed the full round, so we're going to go into the end phase. We're going to replenish locations. What that means is these locations. Oh, I forgot to mark this one, but it doesn't matter. It was exhausted. But we take off the exhaustion markers at the end of the round. That happens. And then mutation regeneration. There are no mutations on the board. We've been lucky there. The infection step. Now here's where it could get ugly for us. I mean, it won't get too ugly. It just means we might be drawing 4 units. We're going to draw 2 out of the bag and see what happens. Now, if we get to the 17 on the track, the game is over. A red and a green. So that means we're going to go up 2. We could have gone up 3. So what that means is we're going to go up 1, 2. So we are now at 9, which means you're going to be dumping 4 into a unit when that occurs. And then the last thing we're going to do is refill, well, not the last thing, the last thing we're going to do is refill the turn order bag with all the turn order tokens. Doing that right now. And then the very last thing we do is we advance the round marker. We are on our 3rd day, October 27th. We're going to start losing actions, but we're getting close to the end of the game. We're in pretty good shape, I think. And that will mark the end of this episode of Plum Island Horror. We basically have a couple turns left to go. We got 3 full rounds we have to get done to win. I think we're in good shape so far, but things are getting a little tougher for us. I did get some healing done, which was very, very helpful. So that's not terrible. Okay, anyway, that's going to be it for this episode. Thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing. Please like, share, and subscribe. It's really important to the channel. And if you're at the end of this and you're still watching, if you're interested, I do have another channel that's doing some interesting things with AI. People have been asking me about trailers and music and stuff like that. I've been producing some music and some trailers, and also am helping to support a digital influencer who's doing pretty well, and also making some short film, sci-fi, horror, and other types of short films there in some of my spare time at night when I couldn't talk when I was sick this week, for example. But if you're interested in that, it is The Greatness Forge. I think I've linked it before. I'll put a link in the bottom. So take care, and I'll talk to you in the next episode. By the way, if you want to, go subscribe at the Greatness Forge too. I'm not trying to make anything out of that. It's just a place where I do experiments and everything. You might find it interesting and fun. Anyway, take care. I'll talk to you in the next one. Bye-bye.